Let's talk about something that many older men rarely bring up, but almost everyone notices: body odor. It can feel like a sensitive subject, and maybe even a little uncomfortable, but it's one we can't ignore. Here's the truth. Sometimes, even when you shower daily and keep yourself clean, a strong, unpleasant odor can linger. Why does this happen? As we age, our skin naturally changes. It tends to hold on to odors longer. Our metabolism slows down, meaning the body doesn't process waste and toxins as efficiently as before. And the routines we've relied on for decades, the same soap, the same habits, may no longer be enough. This isn't just about hygiene. It's about dignity, confidence, and self-respect. No one wants to feel embarrassed when sitting close to loved ones, or worry that others might avoid them. That's why in today's video, I'm going to share 5 common bathroom habits that could be making the problem worse, and more importantly, simple solutions that will help you feel fresher, cleaner, and more confident every day. Because everyone deserves to age with pride and comfort. Now let's start with the first bathroom habit that often gets overlooked: improper wiping. It might sound simple, but for many older men, this is one of the biggest hidden causes of body odor. Here's why. As we age, mobility naturally decreases. Stiff joints, arthritis, or even just reduced flexibility can make it harder to clean thoroughly after using the toilet. And when that happens, small traces get left behind. Over time, those traces don't just stay in one place. The odor can cling to your clothing, your bedding, and even linger in the room around you. The challenge doesn't stop there. Regular dry toilet paper doesn't really clean. It mostly smears. This becomes even more of an issue if you often experience loose stools, something that's very common with aging, diet changes, or medications. And here's the tricky part. Many men don't even realize it's happening. Because as we get older, our sense of smell naturally weakens. So you may not notice what others do. But there's good news. Simple solutions can make a world of difference. Switching to moist wipes or installing a bidet attachment can transform the way you feel. If mobility is limited, long-handled hygiene tools can help ensure you stay truly clean without straining your body. Because here's the truth. When you feel clean, you feel confident. And that confidence isn't just about hygiene. It's about dignity, self-respect, and living each day without worry. Now let's move to the second bathroom habit that often goes unnoticed: wearing the same underwear for too long. It might sound like a small thing, but it can have a big impact on odor and overall freshness. Here's why. When underwear is worn for 2 or 3 days straight, it traps sweat, body oils, dead skin, and even small amounts of urine leakage that many older men don't realize happens. Over time, these traces build up and create a strong, unpleasant smell that clings to your body and clothing. And if the underwear itself is made from older, thicker, or non-breathable fabric, the problem only gets worse. Another factor is lifestyle changes. After retirement or when living alone, some men feel less urgency to keep up with laundry or change as often. Why bother if I'm not going out, becomes the thought. But here's the truth. Even if no one else sees, you feel it. And that feeling of freshness directly affects confidence, mood, and even the way you carry yourself around others. The good news is the solution is simple. Change your underwear daily, even if you're staying home all day. And consider switching to modern fabrics that are moisture-wicking and breathable. They don't just prevent odor, they keep you comfortable, cool, and dry. Because at the end of the day, clean underwear isn't just about hygiene. It's about self-respect. It's a small daily act that says, I matter, and I care about myself. And that sense of dignity is something no one should lose with age. Now that we've talked about underwear, let's shift to another overlooked source of odor, the third bathroom habit: neglecting ventilation. You might not realize it, but poor bathroom ventilation can leave you smelling less fresh, even if you just showered. Here's why. When a bathroom stays damp and stuffy, the air holds on to moisture. That humid air clings to your skin, your clothes, and especially your towels. Over time, it creates the perfect breeding ground for mildew and bacteria. And when you reuse a damp towel, instead of drying off with something fresh, you're actually wiping those musty odors right back onto your clean skin. I remember visiting a family friend, Robert, who's 74. He complained that even after showering every morning, he still felt like he carried an odor. The problem wasn't his hygiene, it was his bathroom. He always kept the door shut and reused the same damp towel for 3 days. Once he started running the exhaust fan for 15 minutes after bathing and switched to drying his towels completely before reusing them, the difference was night and day. He not only smelled fresher, but also said he felt more confident when going out. The good news is, this is one of the easiest fixes. Turn on the exhaust fan after your shower. Or if you don't have one, simply crack open a window to let fresh air circulate. Replace bath mats regularly, and always hang your towels so they dry fully. A clean, ventilated bathroom doesn't just prevent odor, it lifts your entire sense of freshness and dignity. Because smelling clean isn't just about what you wash with, it's about the environment you live in every single day. We've already talked about clean underwear and how something so simple can affect your confidence. Now let's move on to habit number 4: skipping or using the wrong deodorant. Believe it or not, many older men stop using deodorant after retirement. The thought is, I'm not going to work anymore. I don't sweat as much, so why bother? But here's the truth. As we age, our body chemistry changes, and that means our odor changes too. Natural oils on the skin mix with bacteria differently than they did when you were 30 or 40. This can create a sharper, stronger odor that lingers longer, even if you shower daily. Yet many men either skip deodorant altogether or stick with the same brand they've used for decades. But your body has changed, and what worked in your 20s may no longer work now. Another common mistake is confusing deodorant with antiperspirant. Deodorant helps control odor by reducing bacteria, while antiperspirant reduces sweat. Some products combine both, and for many older men, that's the best option. Yet I meet so many who use only one or the other, and then wonder why the odor problem continues. And then there are the natural products. Now, I'm all for safe, natural living. But let's be honest, some all-natural deodorants just aren't strong enough to handle the way body chemistry shifts with age. If you've tried one and found yourself embarrassed by midday, you're not alone. I'll never forget Robert Miller, a 78-year-old from Michigan. He felt defeated. He showered every morning, wore fresh clothes, but his wife still gently told him he had an odor. Robert had been loyal to the same deodorant stick for over 40 years. When he finally switched to a clinical-strength antiperspirant deodorant combo, the change was night and day. Within a week, the odor was gone, his confidence returned, and he even said, "I finally feel comfortable hugging my grandkids again." That's the power of using the right product. It's not about covering things up. It's about protecting your dignity, restoring your freshness, and giving you the confidence you deserve every single day. A small adjustment, but one that makes a world of difference. Now let's move on to another common mistake among many older men. Habit number 5. Relying on air fresheners instead of truly cleaning. At first glance, it feels convenient. A quick spray of air freshener, a scent diffuser, maybe even a candle, and suddenly the room seems to smell better. But here's the problem. These don't eliminate the source of odor, they only cover it up temporarily. Over time, the mix of artificial fragrance layered on top of real odors creates an even worse smell that clings to your clothes, towels, and even your skin. I think of Richard Thompson, a 78-year-old from Florida who was puzzled about why his house always carried an unpleasant smell. He sprayed lavender in every room and used citrus-scented diffusers. But whenever friends visited, they noticed a sour, musty odor that no fragrance could hide. After a closer look, we discovered the real culprits. A small leak around his toilet base, damp towels that never fully dried, and a bathroom fan that had been broken for years. No amount of air freshener could mask that. The solution is simple but powerful. Fix the root cause. Wipe down high-touch surfaces, scrub around the toilet, replace old bath mats, and always dry towels completely after each use. Repair moisture problems and improve ventilation to eliminate odors at the source. Then, if you want a pleasant scent, choose something subtle and natural, like a few drops of essential oil in water or a small dish of baking soda to absorb odors. Remember, true freshness comes from cleanliness, not chemicals. When your home is genuinely clean, it doesn't just make you feel more comfortable. It shows respect for yourself and for anyone who visits. And that sense of dignity and confidence is something no air freshener can ever give you. So ask yourself, are you masking or are you truly cleaning? One small change can transform your home into a fresher space and help you feel more confident and in control of your life. Habit number 6 is one that can leave you smelling less than fresh, even right after a shower. Reusing the same bath towel for too long without washing it. Many older men, out of habit or convenience, often use the same towel for an entire week. At first glance, it may not seem like a big deal. But the truth is, a damp towel is the perfect breeding ground for bacteria and mold. Think about it. Every time you dry off, that towel collects more sweat, dead skin cells, and moisture. If it isn't washed and dried properly, instead of helping you feel clean, it ends up transferring musty odors and bacteria back onto your skin. For seniors, this issue is even more serious. Aging skin is thinner and more sensitive, making it easier to get irritated or even develop rashes from using dirty towels. So this isn't just about unpleasant smells. It's about protecting your health and confidence. The solution is simple. Wash your bath towels at least 2 to 3 times a week, and make sure to dry them in fresh air or sunlight. Rotating between a few clean towels ensures you always feel fresh, comfortable, and confident every single day. Habit number 7 may surprise you because it's not about your body directly, it's about the tools you use every single day. Toothbrushes, razors, and even the cup that holds them often stay damp and tucked away in corners of the bathroom. That constant moisture makes them the perfect breeding ground for bacteria, mold, and yes, odor. Think about it. Your toothbrush goes into your mouth at least twice a day. If it's covered in bacteria from sitting wet, you're not really cleaning your teeth. You're reintroducing germs. The same goes for razors. A damp razor left on the sink can carry buildup that irritates your skin, causes razor burn, or even contributes to infection. And believe it or not, that toothbrush holder you never clean? It's often one of the dirtiest items in the entire bathroom. Let me give you an example. James Miller, a 76-year-old from Florida, was meticulous about his showers and hygiene. Yet his bathroom carried a lingering odor. When his daughter visited, she discovered the culprit. A toothbrush cup that hadn't been washed in months, coated with residue and bacteria. Once James started disinfecting it weekly and replacing his toothbrush regularly, the odor vanished and his overall freshness improved noticeably. The solution is straightforward but powerful. Replace your toothbrush every 3 months. Rinse and dry your razor after each use, and disinfect your toothbrush holder once or twice a week. These tiny changes not only eliminate hidden sources of odor, but also protect your oral health, skin health, and overall confidence. Remember, sometimes the smallest habits, the ones we overlook, make the biggest difference. By keeping your personal hygiene tools clean, you're not just fighting odor, you're showing respect for yourself and for everyone around you. We've now walked through 7 bathroom habits that can quietly affect body odor in older men. 1. Improper wiping techniques. 2. Wearing underwear for too many days. 3. Neglecting ventilation. 4. Skipping or using the wrong deodorant. 5. Relying on air fresheners instead of cleaning. 6. Rarely washing and replacing towels. 7. Forgetting to clean toothbrushes and personal tools. Now, here's the important part. Addressing body odor is not about shame. It's about self-respect, dignity, and the confidence you carry with you every day. The truth is, small changes can make a big difference. Fresh air, clean fabrics, and the right hygiene habits are simple, affordable steps that restore not only freshness, but also self-esteem. Just imagine walking into a family gathering or meeting a friend, knowing you smell clean and feel fresh. People notice. They treat you with more respect, and you carry yourself with more pride. And isn't that what we all want as we age? To stay confident, independent, and respected. You don't need to change everything at once. Just start with one habit today. Maybe it's switching to fresh towels, or finally replacing that old toothbrush cup. One small step is all it takes to begin transforming how you feel about yourself. So tell me in the comments, which of these 7 habits will you change starting today? Your story might inspire someone else to make a positive shift in their own life. And before you go, don't forget to hit like to support the channel. Subscribe so you won't miss future videos, and share this with your loved ones, because you might be the reason they feel fresher, more confident, and more respected. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this video. Your time and presence here mean the world, and it motivates us to keep creating content that helps you live healthier, happier, and more confident every single day. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay strong.